When it comes to Zap Titans, the play has always been to zap near the Town Hall, then come in with a Water Walk and a Flame Flinger, and you'd get the triple. But with this becoming way too easy to bait, in this video you'll see the number 30 player in the world come in with the Log Launcher, come in from the far side of the base, and triple so many bases. Zap Titans is one of the strongest armies in the game. In fact, it featured in my top 5 Legends League strategy video. But when you guys all think Zap Titans, as we see Swifty come in with these really nice split zaps here, when you all think Zap Titans, I'm sure you guys are thinking of using the Flame Flinger. But today, Swifty's going to show us you don't have to use the Flame Flinger with this army. You can use the Log Launcher and get some serious success. So coming in on this space, and we zapped out the back end. I love how he split the zaps there. If he put all the zaps on the same tile, he wouldn't have been able to get both this builder hut, so obviously the base is symmetrical, and this mortar here. So by splitting the zaps up, he gets both of them down, and he clears out an even better funnel on the base. So the Water Walk's just kind of doing its thing. We're kind of chilling at the moment. I'm sure Swifty's doing this to figure out how he's going to funnel his king. So the king with the 2 witches up the top, and we know the fun is about to begin. Uses the loons and the sneaky gobs because he's trying to get his king. I actually don't know where he's trying to get the king to go. Alas, king is setting a funnel. We send our Titans in with the Ice Golem. They get targeted by the Eagle, and all their tanking's coming in so we can put our Log Launcher down. Here it goes, we pop our King ability, and we freeze the Monolith. We're not going to let that Monolith do too much damage to our troops. Here comes our first Wall Breaker and a Rage, and I love how he's hanging onto his Warden ability here. With Titans, they've got so much health. Don't waste the Warden ability, right? Save it till as late as possible. Yes, it would have been nice to get his king in that Warden ability, but it isn't necessary at all. Poison Tower goes off. There's a lot of damage on us here, and you'll see him pop the Warden ability beautifully here. We rage as well for our Titans. Looking really nice. We've got our RC on the top side. We put the jump over to the right to basically give our troops an option where they don't have to jump on the Town Hall Poison. And you're actually going to see one of our Yetis go after that scatter shot, and that scatter shot will go down. The Queen's going to help out as well. And this base is wrecked. It won't actually end up looking wrecked because a lot of the Titans die in the Town Hall, and this single Inferno puts in work. But honestly, in my opinion, this is wrecked. We've got 2 hero abilities left. We had all of our troops go through the Town Hall, and there's really no doubt about it. Now, obviously this attack, incredibly risky. So risky. But if you know what you're doing on the funnel and you can force the Titans into the core, it will work. You will get plenty of chances to get 3 stars with this. And I really like it because a lot of bases, particularly box bases, are baiting the Zap Titans hit with like skeleton spells, giant bombs, Teslas near the Town Hall. Like, look at this base. There's 3 Teslas over here, and they are no doubt to try and stop Zap Titans players with the Flinger for the Town Hall. So, beat the meta and come up with a different approach. And Swifty's next victim is Darkstar. Sorry, man. Darkstar, I've actually just recorded his videos before I record this, so I'm sure his video will be probably come out a day or 2 before this one. Sorry, Darkstar, you are going to get tripled here. If you want to see Darkstar number 5 in the world at the moment, tripling with Blizzard Lalo, I will link it above me. Make sure you give that a watch. Darkstar Elite with Blizzard Lalo. But back to Zap Titans, and as you can tell, I love these symmetrical bases because even when the zaps are gone down, you know what he went for. Gets an Expo, Multi-Inferno, and a Rage Tower. Obviously doesn't get the Scatter Shot, which, you know, you don't really want, but it's worth getting that ground bow down, because otherwise that ground bow would have been on our Water Walk, and we would have had to invest a Rage. So essentially, yes, you're leaving a scatter up, but we're probably going to use our Warden ability whilst that scatter is up anyway. So you're not really losing anything there, whereas if you don't get that Expo down, then you're going to have to use a Rage on the Water Walk. And we need these Rages for this push, because these Titans have to get a lot. Now, he's actually going to go a slightly earlier Warden ability this time than we saw in the last attack, and that's because there is Rage Towers on our troops here, and the Titans are tanky, but they're not that tanky, and they were actually quite low in health, so you have to be ready to use your Warden ability potentially earlier than you would like some of the time. Still really nice. What I also like about the Titans, by the way, is they are so slow at getting through walls that you can actually wait for the Log Launcher to do its thing. The Titans are not going to beat out of the compartment because they are literally that weak. They do not put out a lot of damage, but what they do have is a huge chunk of hit points, Queen is on the Town Hall. She's actually got a few healers on her, which is nice. Good wall break down the bottom for our King and the Witches. We have the RC on the top side, and this is pretty wrecked. I didn't even get a chance to talk about this attack. Essentially, he went straight down the middle. I know, crazy. And then the King and the Witches take out all of this, and then the RC takes down what the Zap and the Waterwalk didn't take on the top side. Really smart hit here from Swifty. Sorry, Darkstar, you're gonna have to come back with a different base next time. And honestly, yes, Darkstar, pro player for Strut Esports. He's gonna make this look easier than it really is, but it didn't look that risky in the end, did it? Alright, we're gonna go back to a standard sort of Zap Titan hit here. We had a bit of fun with the log launchers there, but have a look, because this base is just perfect for a standard hit. I mean, look at what he's going to get. Splits his Zaps, uses 4 of them on the spell tower and 2 of them for the sweeper. Obviously, the sweeper's facing the wrong way, but it's just kind of nice to get that sweeper down for pathing. You will see why later on, but yeah, when you have that much Zap value by the Town Hall and a pretty easy Flame Flinger path, like, yeah, it's fun using the log launcher and all, but this is definitely the best approach. You just have to be ready for baits, and that's why he's got the Hog in this army comp. He uses a Rage here. Unfortunately, you have to use one of your 2 Rages, but it's absolutely worth it. Hog goes forward, no Giant Bombs, no Skelly Traps. That Flame Flinger is very safe. Warden is chilling, and here we go with the Titans. Uses 1 Titan to funnel, essentially just sacrificing that 1 Titan, but it takes the Eagle shot, and it sets a perfect funnel, and our Titans are straight up chilling. We've got the King and the Witches on the top side, and look at this. That sweeper being down is huge, because now our Queen and Titans go back in the base. Titans are really easy to funnel. This is one of the big benefits of them as a troop. They are not a ranged unit. Titan's going to go back inside the base here. King's on the top side, with the Witches doing a pretty good job. And look at this, we haven't even used any spells. I believe we're about to use a freeze spell to stop this multi-inferno. Probably not the spell we needed in the end, given that the Titans take it down anyway. So we'll put that down as a misused spell. But look, he hasn't even used his Warden ability. Use it right in the core of the base. This is what you need to do with Titans. Save that Warden. They're not like Super Bowlers. They are tanky. Save it for when the absolute maximum damage is on them, and you will get the benefit of that. The Rage spell on them is keeping them all alive, and this base is in so much trouble. Flame Flinger's got the Town Hall. RC's clearing up the top side. We've still got 3 Titans left. I think we're about to lose one. Nah. Still got 3 Titans, and considering that we use 1 of them for a funnel, every Titan we send into the core is still alive. Shows how ridiculous this army is. Really nicely done from Swifty here. Yes, obviously, he probably could have used the log launcher on this base if he wanted, but why? Some of the time, if you know the bait can't work on your troops, don't worry about it. Just come in with what is simple. But the whole purpose of the other attacks in this video is to show you that you don't just have to do the same approach every time, right? Change it up. You're less likely to get baited if you're not doing the same exact entry every time. The same exact entry as everyone else using this army. Really nice hit here from Swifty. Let's get into the next one. I'm sure you all recognize this base, and this base is not easy for Zap Titans. We'll wait for the Zaps to come in on what surely has to be the Monolith here. Yep. Yet again splits them, gets 1 sweeper and 1 spell tower. But what I really wanted to show on this hit is how good this how good the Poison Lizard is. Look at it, it shoots so quickly, and it is getting through those skeleton spells so nicely. Now, it was helped by the archers, but still, Poison Lizard, it's a pretty handy pet to have on these Waterwalks. Yes, I probably still lean towards the Owl, because the Owl does nice damage, it will pull Sams off your healers, sort of thing. But I can definitely see the need for the Poison Lizard in scenarios like that, or if you're going to Waterwalk a defensive hero as well. Now, this Waterwalk is super nice, because we didn't actually use a Rage. However, this Ice Golem comes in a little late here. We have to use our only freeze, but really good timing. We also have to use our only Headhunter, so that really wasn't ideal. If only our Poison Lizard was still alive. Flame Flinger's on the Town Hall though. King is on the top side. Now, if we still had our Headhunter, we'd use it on the defensive King up here, and our King would get way more value. But you're going to see the struggle of the E-Titans here. I really wanted to show you this attack to show you the weakness of the army, so you can be prepared for them on defense. 1, this triple Ice Golem CC. Look at it. This attack is going nowhere, and this defensive Rage Tower is putting in absolute work. That Rage Tower is our own. That Rage spell, sorry, is our own. But look, these Titans are landlocked here. We had to use that jump spell early on, and as I said earlier in the video, Titans do not get through walls very quickly. They are raged up, and still it takes them forever to get through that wall, and by the time they get through the wall, the Queen's killed everything on the other side, so they, yet again, back to beating walls. Flame Flinger's got the town hall on the bottom side, nice job by it. We'll have a look at the top. RC is working with the 2 witches, but yeah, look at these Titans, still beating walls. The Queen actually goes through the wall quicker by herself than the 4 of them do together. RC ability has gone off. Titans tank that defensive RC though, which is super nice. Our Queen's actually beating walls for a while here as well, so she's not really a whole lot better. RC will actually just die before that scatter goes down, but I mean, look at this. Yeah, the Titans have been beating walls forever, and yeah, it's unfortunate. But they're so tanky, if they get through the core of the base, there's not really many defenses aside from a single Inferno or a Monolith that can do enough damage to kill them quickly enough. And we are just going to roll over the back end here. Now, he does triple this with, I believe, 4 or 5 seconds to go. So this actually does get quite close. And so that is another weakness of this army, right? Yes, the Titans might not die, but they've got to take down the base in time. So I really wanted to show you this one. It's still pretty overkill. Like, there's still 3 Titans and his Queen ability left. But you need to keep that in mind with this army, that they're gonna struggle to get through walls. I am so sorry, Sarwan. You are gonna get wrecked here by Swifty. Sarwan, obviously, top 5 player in the world with Super Archer Lalo. If you want to see the videos we've done of his, I will link above me when he was number 5 in the world right now. Now, Zap value comes in there. Get pretty good value. We get a multi-inferno, we get a rage tower, and a ground bow. But notice, we're not going anywhere near the town hall with the Warden Walk here, but we also are using the Flame Flinger, so we're going to see a new approach in this attack, and I really like this, because look at the Flame Flinger value that we've opened up. Because we get rid of that ground bow, and because the Warden Walk is tanking this mortar, this Flame Flinger can clear the entire back end, and as soon as this cannon's down, I believe he's going to put a Hog Rider down, the Hog that he brings in this army, and that will look for any giant bombs, any skeleton spells. It basically means he doesn't have to worry about the Flame Flinger for the rest of the attack. Should come in any second now. There it goes. And look, we find 1 Tesla, we find 2. And then we find another 2 with the barb, and that is huge. And now this Flame Flinger is getting really nice value. I don't know if the Flame Flinger will get the single down, but I guess we can find out later. Wall Breaker comes in. We've got 1, yet again, he's using 1 Titan to funnel on the top side, and then the King and the Witches also up there. And then the other 3 Titans with the Ice Golem and Queen obviously going into the core. Now, I'm going to pause this here, right? I'm going to pause this here and show you why I really like this attack he's chosen. Obviously, on this one, we probably could have zapped this if we wanted. Get all of this down and then Flame Flinger the Town Hall the same, and then come in from the side. But what do Titans struggle with? We talked about this in the last attack. They can't go through walls. And if we came in from, like, this top side you see here, we have to... I'll get rid of all that. We'd have to wall break here. We'd have to wall break again here, and then we'd be kind of forced to use our jump here. And the Titans have not made it through any part of the base at this point. And then they'd be beating walls from there on out. Whereas you look at this approach he's coming with, and look at this Town Hall compartment. It is entirely open. Titans love this. There's no walls to beat. Yes, they have to go through the Monolith and the Town Hall, but they don't really care about that. A, we'll pop our Warden ability through that anyway, and B, they've just got so many hit points, it doesn't really matter. So we come this way, and the Titans are going to be able to walk through most of the base, and we're just going to use our Flame Flinger, and in the end, our RC, to clear out the stuff that the Titans can't reach. Pretty simple when you think about it. We freeze the Monolith there. Ice Golem's doing a great job here. Look at it. Freezes absolutely everything. The Titans come around the corner. Our Queen's in kind of a weird spot here. She's actually going to go a separate way, but that's fine. We rage our healers and the Titans, Warden ability, and I mean, look at the value they're getting. They actually take down the defensive Queen through the wall. Queen is on the single because the Flame Flinger opened a wall. Unfortunately, Queen loses a lot of health, but she probably shouldn't have. Swifty probably not looking at his Queen during that. That's fine. This base is already kind of wrecked. Flame Flinger's done a great job clearing out the Tesla farm, and the Titans have just gone to the outside of the base, but that's fine. We wall break them back in. They're going to go and get rid of this. delayed the RC beautifully. She's going to come in and get the multi, which is really the only defense that the Titans can't deal with here. And this base is absolutely wrecked. I am so sorry, Sarwan, that your base had to get wrecked like this. Thank you for your hits on the channel. Sarwan having another elite season, by the way. Maybe I should hit him up and get him on the channel again. But today is Swifty's day. He has wrecked this. We will fast forward through that. Yeah, I really like this. I got one more approach for you guys where we use our Titans to go through the town hall. Yes, I can already hear you guys in the comments going, Hooked, look at the level of these cannons down here and this mortar. This is a low-level base. Anyone could triple this. By the way, he's starting the water walk up there. We'll just watch the zap here. Pretty handy zap value, honestly. Can't complain about that. But yeah, Hook, these have all low-level defenses. This is an easy triple. Well, I hear you and I raise you one better. You see this royal champion that I'm selecting down the bottom of the screen? You see that? Yeah, we're gonna put a big cross through this. You know, we're not gonna be needing her this attack. I feel like that's more than an even trade for low-level defenses. Look at that, just a random pink box on your screen. You guys can deal with that. So yeah, we water walk up the top side, and this approach is so clean. Like, yes, there is low-level defenses, like some. The majority of them are still max, as you can tell. And his heroes are basically max as well. But have a look at the approach. This is really smart. So, Flame Flinger's job's going to clear that left side. We pull the Warden to the right, and here we go. Now, a few of you might be like, well, Hooked, why wouldn't you use the log launcher on this one? Watch, because he actually doesn't need to go through the core like he has on the other hits, because he zapped out the core of the base. So, we're actually starting our King of the Witches all the way over here, and this is just so clean. I love this hit. Perfect Ice Golem, by the way. Freezes everything that we could need. That poor Headhunter's getting spun around. Nice Nodo there, obviously, to stop the Super Archer Blimp. We get one wall breaker on the junction, and look at this next wall breaker. Sneaks through, and look at how clean this entry is looking now. Now we can go straight through the core. There's nothing on the top side of the base. The Flame Flinger's just up there doing its thing. And we're going to have the King with all our Titans go straight through the center of the base. We haven't even used a spell yet. There's the first spell. I think we might use the Warden. Yep, beautiful. We're able to save our King ability there. The healers will get forward because our Titans were a little low. Then we rage yet again. We haven't even used our RC. You know, obviously I have already said we're not going to need her, but, you know, kind of insane. We freeze the town hall. Titans go straight through. This base is wrecked. Our queen actually will die here, which is unfortunate. Not much you can do about that. But yeah, how clean was that hit? That's genuinely one of the cleaner hits you will ever see. Giant bomb in the core, but sneaks the Hogan to get the sweeper down. We have most of our Titans up, and GG here. Honestly, it's as surprising that he didn't need the RC for time as anything. As I said many times, this army is very, very slow. By the way, that one rocket balloon pulled 4 Sams. What an absolute G. But yeah, that's the end of the video. Finishing on a high there. I'm just going to prove he didn't use the RC. As you can tell, we got rid of the pinks, the pink writing there. He absolutely has not used that, but GG's to Swifty there. If you guys want to see more Zap Titan action, I will link above me and to my left, Kingsman dominating in Legends League with this insane army. Have you guys tried this army? Because I couldn't recommend it enough. A simple army that gets you triples at Channel 15.